Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to race number 5 of the first season of the NASCAR M&M's Cup Series. As we come to you to the track that's making its return in real life, Rockingham, North Carolina, getting ready for today's race. Our 5th race on the season. Should be a fun one here today. On the pole position is Quentin Moore in the number 28. He jumped up 12 spots to 14th in the points table as he's looking for his first win on the season. He's alongside of Christopher Bright in the 8 machine. Christopher Bright comes into this race 7th in points, gained 3 spots after last week's race. J Panini in row number 2, gained 5 spots up to 16th in the points table. And L Dorn in the number 1 machine. He comes into this race 2nd in the points. He's trying to run down L Hoyt for the points lead, as he is the points leader, by the way, over L Dorn. R Atikian, as you look at the rest of the starting lineup for today's race, which I'll tell you the race name in just a second. R Atikian, 6 points back in 3rd. Sylvia Cunningham lost the points lead after last week's race. She is 4th in the standings. Aaron Crowder is 5th. The 92, that would be Tyson Aquino. He is 6th in the standings. Christopher Bright is 7th. B Clements dropped 4 spots down to 8th. J Bracken lost 6 spots. He dropped down to 9th in the standings. And 10th is L Bianchi. As you look at the rest of the starting lineup, by the way, if you haven't already seen it. Let's make sure these cars are rolling off, and we'll get set for 40 laps of racing. This race is called the North Carolina Educational Lottery 250, presented by Black Tire Service, is what the race name is called. And we're racing for 40 laps of racing. Don't have the new Rockingham. I only have the Papyrus Rockingham version. We'll see how this race will play out here at Rockingham, North Carolina. So we're going to get set for 40 laps of racing. Quentin Moore, Christopher Bright will lead us to the green. We're underway here at the Rock. No mechanical problems for anybody on the grid coming to green, and already the caution is out for the first time here at Rockingham, I think. I thought we were under caution, but it looks like we're under green. I'm sorry. Well, I saw the red flag. Yeah, I see the red flag there. I don't know if the yellow is out. No, it's not. Think the flag man's confusing me of what is a caution and what is not a caution. Which, like I said, it gets me a little bit confused. Of course, we're racing in cloudy conditions. The track has a lot more grip. And it's going to make these cars handle well. Yeah, the red flag right there by the official is what's getting me a little confused. Let's take a lap on board Quentin Moore in the number 28 machine. Everly Marsh in the 27. Everly Marsh, she comes into this race, gained 7 spots up to 30th in the standings. And she's looking to take the race lead from Quinton Moore. See where the points leader is. That would be the 31 of Larry Hoyt. Where is he running? He's running in 39th. Ugh. Now 38th. Remember, he came into this race as the points leader. R Dorn, the guy that's trying to run him down for the points lead, running in 24th, came in this race second in points. So, and then R Atikian as Marsh is going to take the lead. Atikian is third in the standings. He's running in 18th. I'm watching Iron Chef in my room as I'm doing this race, so hope you all don't mind. The Golden Corral Chevrolet out of Jordan Anderson Racing. Talked about Jordan Anderson Racing did not find victory lane in the last ever Buffalo Wild Wings series. Will they go to victory lane with Evelyn Marsh at the wheel? It is a 3-car team, believe it or not, JAR. After, actually, never mind, I'm not going to do it. We'll record a video about the sign-up announcement or have a list for the Oreo Cup Series. That'll be coming up very soon for 2026. I will also reveal the schedule for the Oreo Cup Series, so I will do that after I record this race. So just letting you guys know, is Daniel Gitirokh, who will be one of those drivers in the Oreo Cup Series next season. He currently has the race lead. He dropped 5 spots down to 19th in the points. Excuse me. In that Toyota Supra out of Joe Gibbs Racing. That's Mohammed Zain. There's L Bianchi. There's Mohammed Zain in the 19 machine, who is also going to be in the Oreo Cup Series full-time next season. Bianchi, by the way, came as race 10th in points. Mohammed Zain dropped 5 spots down to 39th in points. That was a driver who I got confused between him and his teammate, Daniel Gitirokh. There's Zachary Fitzwater. Ellie Rose in the 21, struggling. Matt Gomes in the 25. Austin LaGrange. Jacob Foster. Jeremy Isley, or Isley. It's actually Isley. He's back here at the rear of the field. Our winner from Daytona. There's Harold Fortescue. Austin Scott. Ayrton De Silva. Larry Hoyt's back here at the rear of the field. There's Samad Ozkin, who will be a full-time Oreo Cup Series driver next season. Could actually have an announcement of what cars I will be using for the Oreo Cup Series next season. There will be some cars that I will need to, quote, reserve for drivers that are going to be in the All-Star race, which I will have that announcement coming up soon, as we're now at the midway point of today's race. And whoever is the champion of this series will get a reserve ride for the Oreo Cup Series. Now, I know some of you are going to be asking me this question as we're at the midway point of this race, and you're going to ask me, will there be a will it be a chartered system, or will it just be full-time drivers and then all that? Well, I will have all those details coming out in the video that I'm going to record for the Oreo Cup Series, because there is going to be some rides that I'm going to have to get made for those that are in the All-Star race for next season. For those that won a race in the second half of the regular season, as well as whoever wins in the first half of the regular season for the upcoming season. But all those details will take place when I have the chance. Also, whoever won the All-Star race this year for Oreo Cup will also be locked in to the All-Star race, because they are the, quote, defending winner of the event. So we'll see some drivers in a one-race deal. So, yeah. But I will get all those details taken care of when you see the video in just a minute, or after, or by the time you're watching this, you'll see what I mean.
You seem to have your mind set on whom you will select. Yes. I talked to Ichiba-san, and he told me who's the mightiest of these three. I see. And who will it be?
Either that, or I will reveal the. Well, you'll find those out. You'll find the answers to those questions. Evelyn Marsh has fallen to 5th. Shane Scott, our winner from Las Vegas, is in 6th. Quentin Moore has fallen to 7th. Cole Coybe, Josh Harmon, and C Hoyt, the top 10. As Daniel Gitirokh will lead this race. I still have not announced what I'm going to do for the birthday bash. I was going to do it with the Xfinity cars, but I may end up using the Cup cars instead, or I'll get a plan figured out as soon as possible.
But Mitsuru Harada wants to measure himself against the best. And the Spanish mackerel battle is on. An extremely capable challenger from Florida, where gourmets are particular about cuisine. And the Iron Chef, 9 months without a loss. Both men dashed to the table to get their hands on the best mackerel.
Gonna have 10 laps of racing to go next time by. A lot of drivers here who are running well in points, going to really take some hits. R Atikian's dropped back. Salman Oskin's really struggling. There's Skylar Taylor. Not sure what Skylar Taylor's plans are for the Oreo Cup Series for next season. And CJ Bracken, I don't know if he's got some right side damage to his number 53 machine. We'll see it in just a second. Yeah, he does have some right side damage. It looks like he must have been in the wall off of turn number 4. So he must have made contact with the outside retaining wall. I should also note Monica Towns is having a solid run in 14th in her limited starts. Unfortunately, she's not going to be in the car next week when we head to... Where are we heading to next week? Looking at the schedule here. Get back to my schedule.
Yes, that's right. Okay, good luck, yes. You told me you're a big meat eater, but what about fish?
Next week we're heading to Nashville.
I love fish. So you can
That's where we're heading next week.
today's Spanish mackerel. You're from Osaka, right? Yes. How do they cook it there?
Should be a lot of fun.
Best. That's most
TBD on the start time.
like at least one dish grilled, right?
I think it'll be an afternoon race, if that is indeed the case, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Always a pleasure. Now, from the challenger side, what are these slits for? Perhaps you'll grill it as a whole?
With the hair?
Yeah, looks like it.
As it is?
A grilled mackerel.
That'll be for the Tennessee Lottery 250. That'll be our next race for the at Nashville Super Speedway.
But we do have one here in Kitchen City. Right, a big one. Yes.
As we're going to have 5 laps of racing to go. Want to remind everybody this copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the World Racing Association, the Blue Hedgehog TV. For the private use of our audience, any reproduction or rebroadcast or retransmission or any other disseminations or the use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the World Racing Association, the Blue Hedgehog TV is prohibited. Blue Hedgehog TV want to thank you fans for your support and hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
And he chose a small mackerel for this one. Though it's still large, it just barely made it in the oven. Now, and check out the Iron Chef. He is starting to marinate the fish in a soy sauce with green onions. Even onions. Yes. The Iron Chef has combined sliced mackerel sauce and soy sauce, Shaoxing Ju, a Chinese rice wine, green onions, and ginger. All right, thanks, Ota. That's a mouthful, and a set aside for now. That one to be cooked later.
I'll have everything revealed tomorrow, or by the time you're watching this, I'll have everything revealed for the Oreo Cup series tomorrow. So, yeah. But we're looking forward to seeing Daniel Gitirokh be in the be in the Oreo Cup series next season. He will be one of the many rookies we will have in that series. White flag, 1 more lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. It looks like ever since Daniel Gitirokh took the lead, he never looked back. Off of turn 4 for the final time, Daniel Gitirokh will get his first career M&M's Cup Series winning today here at Rockingham, North Carolina. First win of the year for Joe Gibbs Racing. And that's definitely what he needed, Daniel Gitirokh. Standings are official. Second place went to L Bianchi. He'll stay in the top 10 in the points, leaving today with a solid second place result. Third went to Muhammad Zain. That's a well-needed run for Muhammad. 39th in the points, so he'll definitely move up through the points after today's race. Shane Scott will get 4th. 5th will go to Evelyn Marsh. So a wonderful run for that 27. She came into this race, the 27. If I can find her in the standings here. She was 3rd in the points, so she'll continue to move her way through the points table. Cole Coybe gets 6th. Zachy Panini 7th. His teammate, or Josh Harmon 8th. Casey Hoyt 9th. Quinton Moore 10th. Question marks on if Josh Harmon is going to be back in the Oreo Cup Series for next season. Of course, he currently runs for Spire over in the Cup Series as far as that is concerned. The honorable mention of Maxie Chilton. Lupe Contreras, didn't talk much about him. Monica Towns will not be in next week's race because we're going to have the 84 be an all-star team. So we're probably going to have maybe a couple of Monster Energy drivers from 2023 that will have a shot in that 84 ride next week. Lauren Eckstrom and Connor Breton will complete your top 15. Top 20 completed by Bushy Clements, Tori Gossett, Dylan Cunningham, Christopher Bright, and Rogel Dorn, who came as race second in the point stables. As you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, a couple of drivers who came in running well in points really going to take some hits. Larry Hoyt, points leader, 33rd. Ray Atikian, 29th, came as race third in the points table. Sylvia finished 22nd. She was fourth in the points. She was only 7 points back. I think. Let's see, where did Aaron Crowder, 24th? He was top 5 in the points coming in this race. J Isley, 32nd. He was 11th in points. A lot of drivers who were running well in points really going to take some hits in the points table. Baby CJ finished in 21st, so it's up break for CJ Bracken. But next week, these drivers will be heading to the amazing track, and of course, we're going to have another Monster Energy interloper that's going to come into play. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. But that is going to do it here at Rockingham, North Carolina. Congratulations to Daniel Gitirokh and that 54 team, their first one on the season. Hope you enjoyed today's race from here at Rockingham. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the World Racing Association crew today. We show your full finisher results. Your point standings are down in the description. Heading into next week's event, which if I look at the calendar for the M&M's Cup Series, I'll tell you where we have this coming out on the today being the 24th. So we'll head to next week at our we'll head to see what we got coming up this race weekend. Next week, we head to Nashville. That's what I'm trying to say here. We still got to cap off this race weekend, though, here on the YouTube channel for the 24th of April. We had the Gateway. Speaking of Gateway, we had the Gateway for the Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup Series, as Pocono will be hosting the Winston Cup Series. Then we'll see these drivers, as I said, next week from Nashville, as far as that is concerned. Before that, we'll have Red Bull GT Series from Motegi. Oreo Cup Series will be at Texas Motor Speedway. These drivers, as these drivers we'll see at Nashville, and then Craftsman Trucks, Busch, and Winston Cup Series will head to Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. Hope you enjoyed us for that. Till then, I've been D DeVille signing off. We'll see you guys next time as you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of the World Racing Association, the greatest racing since 2013.